Hi guys, welcome back to the Humble Gamer channel. I am the Humble Gamer and this is some more of our Steam Summer Festival. We are on the Great North of Scotland Railway again and we are running a semi-fast train along the main line. We'll only be stopping at 2 stops. We shall start here at, what's it called? At Heath Junction. We shall then run through the villages of Glenberry, Okando, and Carindaloch. We shall stop at Henny Junction, which is where we finished our video yesterday off the branch line, and then it shall be non-stop through to Selgin East. So we are driving, I shall show you this before we get underway, we are driving this wonderful Caledonian Railways 944-462 class. They were designed for work on, it's from Caledonian Caledonia Works. Check out the links in the description below. Once again, another fantastic model that these guys have done. And let me just set ourselves ready to go. I've got the auto fireman on, for those of you who are interested in such things, because I cannot fire this particular locomotive to save my life. But either way, let's get ourselves underway. Hopefully I should be able to rag it a little bit with the auto fireman on. But yeah, so this is semi-fast. We stop only at Henny Junction. But yeah, this is a wonderful set of locomotives and carriages. The locomotive is from, as I said, Caledonia Works. Check out the link in the description below. And the carriages are, I believe, from Digital Traction. Again, check out them in the description below. So yeah, we are on our way. These ran boat trains according to CaledoniaWorks.co.uk. These ran boat trains to Inverness. They were known as Wemyss Bay Tugs, and they ended their careers. They were eventually displaced by Fairburn and Stanier tanks, presumably 264s. This obviously is a 462 tank. But yeah, they were eventually displaced, and most of them ended up working as bankers on Beatock Summit. So yeah. They were powerful little engines, very powerful little engines. And yeah, we shall hopefully get some good speed out of them. Let me just make sure that we don't go over. We don't have to stop at a station. It's not like a big curve or anything. No, I think this is designed for through running on occasion, this route, so let's make the fireman earn his keep, shall we, since I'm engaging him for this one trip. And I know purists, I know traditionally sort of quote-unquote frowned upon to use the auto fireman. I normally don't, but on some locomotives I just find I don't have the technical mind to work them properly whilst driving and firing the things, so you will just have to bear with me on this particular occasion. We can get ourselves up to 4, so we can give the fireman a break, actually, to be fair to him. I do believe we're now heading uphill. 1 in 99. Hello. Get a bit of power through this loco, shall we? But yeah, it's a lovely loco, this, and it is a lovely route. But I feel like I haven't done a proper express in a while. There will be more express runs as we get towards the end of this Summer Festival of Steam. Oh, excuse me, again it's late. Right, okay. We've reached speed, so we can just ease off the throttle a little bit. Empty those cylinder cocks. But yeah, right, so we're going to be passing through the village of Glenberry in just over a mile's time, so we shall leave the fabulous work of Caledonia Works. Oh no, we're going to go through a tunnel, so we won't leave them just yet. No, we will leave them, but we'll watch as they come. We'll watch as it comes out of the tunnel with the river behind it. Some of this scenery, by the way, is brilliant. Again, this route can be found, I believe, on the Steam Workshop. Either way, there will be a link to wherever I got the route from in the description below. Please do use it and support these guys that are giving us free content for TrainSim. Oh, we're getting close now. We'll be coming out in no time. But yeah, no, definitely do go and support these guys, because this route is gorgeous. Look at it, look at it. It's just, you do feel like you're in the Highlands of Scotland. Like I said last night, it's wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. I shall be looking forward to running another route though. I've had a few problems with this particular recording, which is not your fault. It's not the developer's fault, not the route builder's fault. But there we go. And we come to Glenberry Station and the accompanying village of Glenberry, which we are going to run through at speed. I say at speed. No more than 40 mph, and while the train rattles through, let's have a quick look at the village itself. Very, very nice. Very, very nice indeed. Now, how much strain am I putting on the fireman? Oh, not enough, I feel. There we go, that should keep us at 40. We have a whistle board coming up. Oh yes, there's one feature I want to show you about this. First of all, obviously, I've already discussed the two whistles. You have the standard whistle on the spacebar, if you want to give a long hoot, or on Caledonia Works locomotives of all descriptions, as far as I'm aware, if you press the B button or the bell button, you get a varied type of whistle, for example, or even, see, and like I said, that is across their range, as far as I can tell from the range I've used of theirs so far. But yeah, and like I said on the previous video, they do really niche little locos. It's really good to see, actually, someone doing this sort of stuff. Oh, 1 in 99 again, and then we go downhill at the end of this. And like I said, the LMS Period 3 carbine and cream coaches, of which I've got I think I've got a first class. Yeah, I've got a first, third composite, 2/3, and the third class brake. They are by Digital Traction, another company I highly recommend to you. They did the Duke Dog that you saw on the Severn Valley Railway. They've also done the stock you've seen in the last two in a lot of the videos. They didn't do the stock you saw in the last video of the branch line part of this route with the Caledonia Works Caledonian Railway single, the 1, 2, 3 class, because they were done by Caledonia Works as well. And it should be pointed out that this locomotive you can get in all liveries, including a couple of not fictional ones, but I suppose they were fictional, so you can get it in both Caledonian blues, light blue and dark blue. This all comes with the pack. You get it in photographic grey, you get it in LMS Maroon Lake, LMS Line Black, and LMS Transitional Period, which you've got here. You also get it in 2 British Railways liveries as well. I should also point out that Caledonia Works don't even know I exist. This is not I'm not getting paid for this. I'm just gushing about one of my favourite add-on developers. Anyway, here we go through. Here we are now approaching Okando, coming through the forest, or Okando. Nice little village with a decent little goods yard, and we shall watch our train come through from the end of the opposite platform this time. Here it is. Coming through at some pace, but not so much that it caused a problem, which is good. And away it goes. And here is Okando Village. Over here, just to the side of the river. And there's some sort of, I think, dairy? Ooh, cement. It's a cement plant. Ooh. How interesting. Oh, it's got its own little shunter as well. Wonderful. Now let's catch it back up with the 944 class and get back to driving this thing. Close those cylinder cocks and let's get us up this hill, shall we? 1 in 67 through the fir trees. Like I said, I believe it's actually the next station we're stopping at. Henny Junction? Yeah, no. Next station is Caledonian, and then we shall stop at Henny Junction, which is roughly halfway along the route, give or take. This locomotive has its place on Sodor. I've tested it numerous times, and while I struggle to fire it, the automatic fireman doesn't seem to be having too much trouble helping me, so if worst comes to worst, I'll just use auto fireman when I drive this particular loco. It's not the end of the world. I don't play this to learn to be a great driver, I play it for the enjoyment of running trains, frankly. But yeah, no, this locomotive has its place on Sodor as one of our, it runs on the North Western Railway, it runs the local traffic, and occasionally intermediate, but it doesn't touch expresses. But yeah, it's perfect for suburban and stopping trains. Oh, excuse me, I apologise. It is quite late in the evening when I'm recording this. In fact, it's actually quite. You could say you could argue it's early in the morning. It's midnight. But yes, and while we're talking about stock and stuff, here is the passenger view from inside the Digital Tractions Carmine and Cream Period 3. And you can swap through, I think it's both the third class compartments. Yes, I would say so. And judging by where the house was. But, yeah, no, oh, castle in the background. Yeah, like I said, yes, Whistlewood. Like I said on the previous video, I think this is a fictitious route that is obviously inspired by the Northern Highlands of Scotland. But I don't know yet, and obviously you guys might be commenting, but I'm recording these a month and a half in advance, so I don't know what... I won't know your comments until you're writing them right now, so any tips and requests, any tips, let me know. Any requests for routes, let me know, but you won't get them in the Steam Summer Festival. But you will get them at some point on this channel. And obviously, I've mentioned Sodor at least once in this video, if not more. If you don't want to talk about, I've made, or I am making, my own version of the island of Sodor, my own vision of the island of Sodor, and you can see it in a series of videos called Sodor Snippets, although there are other videos of differing types coming from Sodor. relatively soon in terms of you guys, I think, because I also want to start running it like a real railway, with not, excuse me, and not necessarily have engines with faces on it all the time. Mainly because A, what I've built has gone away from Audrey's vision in places, but we'll talk about that in a moment in more detail after we've gone through Caledonian Platform, which we shall watch my train go through from the signal box, I think. Child's eye view from the signal box as I head through non-stop. Probably not a non-stop kind of line, but and that is Caledonian. That sounds like a good Highland Scottish name, doesn't it? Caledonian. Oh, excuse me. Okay, sorry, it is quite late, my time. Yeah, so let's get this train moving, because Henny Junction is next, and that is where we're going to stop. So yeah, I think with auto fireman this particular locomotive works much better. For me, I can't for the life of me figure out how to drive it. But there we go. Oh, good lord, I really do apologise. Oh. Sorry if I've seemed a bit off tonight as well, by the way. It's very warm. I'm recording this during a mini heat wave during the COVID-19 lockdown. Towards the end of the lockdown. So I'm recording it at the end of June, but yeah, and it's suddenly got very warm. I only mentioned the lockdown for a frame of reference as to how warm it got in Britain. For example, outside right now, the temperature is 26 degrees. According to one particular weather app. 21 degrees, sorry. Inside, it's probably closer to 26, 27. So I am very warm. Very, very warm indeed. We've shaved some arrival time off though. Dragging you back from my real life predicament to the TrainSim video. Yes, Sodor, that's what I was talking about before we got to Caledonian. Yeah, no, Sodor I want to start running as, while I love Thomas the Tank Engine, and I will be doing Thomas the Tank Engine stories for it at some point when time allows. I am primarily going to be running it as if the North Western Railway was a real railway. So I'm going to be running it with like for like, as close to like for like swaps of the locomotives as I can possibly get. There's other stuff coming with Sodor as well. That is slightly more. Excuse me. Again, sorry. Not so much let's play-y. But that'll all be in due course when I have time and when the route's finished. Primarily my first aim for Sodor is to finish the route. Or finish the scenery. The route itself is finished, but might as well allow ourselves to be slowed by this bank, I think, as we come into Henny Junction, which is where we finished off yesterday's video. Excuse me, sorry, I have it. Itchy eyes. I apologise for rubbing the microphone while I did that. Hopefully you weren't listening very loud on headphones, because this is our only stop now. Before Selgin East. That is it. Henny Junction, Platform 1. Now, Henny's where we finished, like I said, this is where we finished off the video last night. Release them brakes. We don't want to stop too far outside the platform. Give us a bit of momentum heading into the platform. There we go. And then we can coast in. Oh, excuse me, I'm yawning again. This will give... Not, to be fair, the farmer's done quite a good job given that I've been properly ragging the locomotive, but it will give the locomotive time to rebuild some steam again. Mind you, by the time I got here, when I tried to record this the first time tonight and realised that I couldn't fire this engine for toffee, I was at a boiler pressure of 110 psi. So to have a boiler pressure of 150 at this point is frankly a godsend. Anyway, this is Henny Junction. We didn't get a proper look at it really last time we watched because it was the end of the scenario, but take a bit of time. There's Hannie Village, and that there is the branch line that goes to Port Bivey, which you saw in, like I said, in the previous video. And what I like about this is they've used a lot of assets cleverly. Like that is at least 3 houses bunched together, and it looks really good from a distance. It looks like it's a clever use of assets, and I think I need to start learning to do that a bit more on Soda. I don't think I've used my assets quite as cleverly as I perhaps could have done, but either way, shall set the loco up ready to go while we go and have a look at Hannie Village with its bridge over the river. Very nice looking bridge actually. Yeah, obviously not designed to be seen this close, but yeah. I quite like it. It's a very minimalist design philosophy for this route, but I like it. I like it a lot. It's really, really quite nice. Anyway, let us move off. 16 miles to go. We should be there in about 34 minutes, it's saying at the moment. I'm hoping I shall cut that down. Particularly with hope from the auto fireman. If irascible, if you watch this video, I apologise for turning on auto fireman. I apologise, Sensei. Since you're the one that taught me basically how to drive a steam locomotive. During a live stream, which I will have up during this month. So I shall, in fact I'll make a point of having it up before this video, so I shall link it in the description down below. So go and watch, where I was taught by Irascible SAP, who is a Twitcher and YouTuber, I believe anyway. I believe he does both, he certainly does Twitch. He shall also be linked down below as well, but he taught me how to drive a steam locomotive properly in this game. I did it during a live Let's Play challenge, which I need to go back to at some point. In fact, that's one thing I will do. I should go back at this point. I shall go back and I shall find the comment. And I shall redo that challenge specifically for this festival, because I failed it in the live stream. I failed it completely. And I would like to succeed at it. It was quite a good challenge set by a gentleman called Mark Boucher, I believe. Challenged me to what was it? It was to drive the Somerset and Dorset route with, I think, 12 on. With I can't remember the class of locomotive he challenged me to. But like I said, I shall redo it. Specifically for this Festival of Steam. That'll be fun. That'll be a lot of fun, actually. I look forward to trying that again now. Okay, let's put some sand on. We're going uphill as I drag myself back to the current Let's Play instead of thinking about what I'm going to do in the future. Climbing it. Oh, we're not climbing anymore. That's good. All of this is very, very good. Let me see, do they have... there's no animated sanding, so you can't see the sand falling onto the rails. Did I go through this with you? I'll go through it again anyway. One of the features of this locomotive, and all of Caledonia Works locomotives, are the... I would call them dynamic camera angles. I don't know if that's what they call them, but I certainly would call them dynamic camera angles. So for example, you've got your normal ones, camera angle 2, camera angle 3 on the number pad, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8. But with Caledonia Works, you also get extra views from number 1. So if you press number 1 and go into the cab, if you use your directional arrow key, so I'm just going to press right, takes you outside the cab, head out view, firebox view, other side of the cab, back inside the cab, and then you've got these awesome shots. These are very much TV show style shots from above the cab, in front of the loco. I'm going to go through a bridge now, aren't I? Oh no! Next to the wheels, which is one of my favourite shots. I love that. And then back up to your standard inside view. Okay, we're now struggling a little bit. And losing steam. Even Otto can't help me here. Otto being the automatic fireman, just in case anyone was wondering. Well, I'm sure most of you knew. Okay, we're now going to go through Octa Platform. This is again a part of the route I haven't actually driven on. Because I've driven the branch line route here lots, and I've driven a little bit going the other direction from Henny Junction, but I've never driven this part of the route, so this is all brand new to me. Right, turn the sanding off. We're going downhill from what I can tell. Oh no, we're now flat. Speed limit is now dropped to 40, so much for making use of the 50 mile an hour speed limits we were in, but never mind, we're going through Octa, which means I get to... Oh no, hold on. I can literally hop off on the platform. Because what I can do is, as soon as the platform's underneath me, at 38 miles an hour, I can hop off the locomotive. So it'll run away quite nicely, and then we get to see Octa. Station itself, quite nice, again. Small, compact, fairly standard for this area, this sort of line. I like it. And then Octave Village is out over here. And little bits over there as well, nice little farmstead. And again we're heading for a 50 mph speed limit. This is nice, very flat country now, much flatter than we saw on the branch line yesterday. Oh, I do believe we're going to go downhill soon, so I'm going to give the throttle and the steam chest a bit of a rest. See if we can get some steam pressure back up. I think maybe it should be said that maybe this is just a difficult locomotive to drive. Maybe that's just me passing a buck, being a bit pathetic, and just I can't drive it very well. I think that's a fair admission to make. Well, I'm going a little bit downhill, but not by much. I mean, oh no, there we go. That's 1 in 127. Am I definitely going downhill? I hope so. Quite like to go downhill for a bit. That'd be nice. Oh, we are a little bit, I suppose. Yeah, 1 in 123 downhill slope. Currently coasting at 33 mph while he's putting some water into the boiler. Which is fine by me. I know for the purists it's best to do it both, but actually I kind of prefer just driving the thing. I'm not a massive fan of having to think about firing it as well. Don't get me wrong, I do like... that's not fair to say I'm not a massive fan. I do like doing it. I like the thought that I drove this locomotive. But I have a very different style of firing to the automatic fireman. Shall we put it that way? And yeah, once again, as soon as I turn the regulator on, we start losing steam pressure. Yeah, either way. I'm sure he's given me all he's got, Captain. Let's start pushing him a little bit now. Get some speed up, get back up to 40 mph. Not sure that stopping before the hill was a good idea, but then flashback to that Somerset and Dorset challenge, because I said that then as well when I had to pause. So I decided to stop my train on a slope as opposed to just pausing the game. It was a live stream, so I wanted to go and take a break and have a drink and stuff. This is Lock, which I think is just a very small wayside station. Let's watch the locomotive from the bridge, shall we? And then, as people do, run across the other side and watch him go. Here we are now making some sort of headway speed-wise. But we are losing quite a lot of steam. But that's okay. Like I said, the steam is no longer my responsibility, and so I feel not bad about it. I'm going uphill again, right, standing on... Yeah, I think suburban stopping passenger services for this are quite good. I'm not sure it's a non-stopper on this game. Whether it was in real life, I don't know. Certainly not the way I'm driving it anyway, so... He seems to have arrested the fall of steam pressure anyway. Where are we on the route map? Let's have a look. Oh, we're just here, so we've just gone through Lock. So we go through Ree Bay, or Ree Bay, then Lucky, and then Rossie Mouth before we end up at Selgin East. There is Selgin West as well, but like I said, you didn't hear it. It's an episode that's in the previous attempt at this episode, so you wouldn't have heard it. There was no option for me to set the quick drive to go to Selgin West, sorry, so, or to start at Selgin West either, so I have to fly there once I've stopped at Selgin East using the camera. Right, I'm not going to obey any more speed limits, because let's face it, I'm not going to get up to 50. I'm struggling to get this thing up to 40. Go full throttle up the hill. Mind you, we are a 1 in 84 climb at the moment, so perhaps expecting it to go anywhere near 40 on a steep climb like that. With it's only got 5 carriages on though, I suppose. That's 1 in 180. Okay, that's levelling out a little bit. But yeah, so what's it say? It's only about 19 minutes away. Yeah, that's fine. You can slow up as much as you want because we're going downhill pretty soon. In fact, there is the summit, I believe. 189 downhill. Oh, it's only for a short stretch, and then let's level out to something slightly more reasonable, I think. 1 in 168 downhill. So we might actually reach 40, but that's fine. We're going through Rebay Platform 2 now, so let's have a look at Rebay. I shall coast, just so I don't completely throw myself off the rails. Ah! We're back at the coast again. So here is Rebay with its town, and they're very nicely done. Oh, I like that. I like that. Nice little port town. That's very nice. I really do like that, actually. And let's watch as it comes through Rebay Station, but across the viaduct. Here it comes across the viaduct. We shall go and have a look at Rebay Station properly, don't worry. Oh, very nice. Yes, now's it. Saunters off into the wilderness. Let's have a look at Rebay Station. It's on a curve, as you can see. Very nice village. Very nice village indeed. And yeah, again, goods sidings. Oh, no, very nice. Very nice. We'll just crest another climb. I think, are we along the coast for a lot of this now? I think we are now. I think that we're now on a coastal route. As it pretty consistently downhill, I think, for the next section. So I might give the regulator a rest and let gravity do its work. Build up some speed, build up some steam. Turn the sanding off. There's your whistle. Aye, there we are. Lovely, lovely, beautiful scenery. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I want to have a look at how he edges his... Oh, his farms just go up to the sea. That's brilliant, that's cool. Needed some reference for Sodor. Because I've done a few bits of seaside work. Obviously mine is a different style of route design, and it's a different style of route, but I like to sort of compare and contrast. You know, see what other people are doing, see what other styles people are doing, maybe take ideas and adjust them to my own nefarious needs. So we're saying now about 15 minutes away from our final destination. This is a really well made route. I know I've had a few issues with that there locomotive. Why are we slowing? A 1 in 80 climb all of a sudden? Cool. rugged little landscape. But yeah, so this is very reminiscent of Scotland. I have family who live in Scotland, so this is, yeah, I can imagine driving or travelling through scenery like this. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, so it's through Lucky and Rossie Mouth. Ship out there, yep. So Lucky platform coming up. I'm gonna give the regulator a rest. We're not in any great rush, are we? So there's no timetable to adhere to. So let's go and have a look at Lucky. Ooh, oh, that's very nice. It's very nice indeed. Right on the little harbour wall front. Oh, gorgeous. Gorgeous bit of design there. Like it. Like it a lot. And there's the village as a whole. Lovely. This is a really well made route. Like I said, Steam Workshop, do go and check it out. That's what this playlist is all about, showing off what you can get for free on the Steam Workshop. Occasionally you obviously need some proprietary routes and stuff like that, but some of the stuff you can get is absolutely amazing. There we go. Oh, I can imagine running a few scenarios on here. So we go through, and this is Lucky Platform. Very, very nice. Very nice. I like that. That's one of my. I think that's one of my favourite stations along the route so far. Actually, if I'm being honest, I think that's taken the crown. That's lovely. It's just very nice. It's just wonderfully well done, I think. I can't say much more than that. Gorgeous. And yes, here we are. 4 miles away. That translates to 10 minutes away, apparently. Oh, excuse me. Like I said, it is quite late. I had wanted to record at least one more video this evening. I probably will do. I think I know what I'm going to do. It's going to be a much shorter one. I'm going to make a point of it being a shorter route. One 122 as we climb again. Once again, we're struggling. Bit of sand might help that. It's okay, I see a substantial dip on the far side of this. As we drop ourselves towards Rossie Mouth and eventually Selgin East. Sorry, my left shoulder's quite stiff. Yeah, 174, so we can give our boiler a break and give our fireman a break and coast for what maybe not the same gradient, but not seems like quite a while actually. Decent little downhill section to just take the pressure off a little bit. There's something right about this locomotive in this location. I know I've had my issues with driving it, but it's a lovely loco. I think it's a wonderfully unique little loco as well. I say little, it's a 462 tank. Designed for boat train work up Inverness, but yeah, I think it just looks right amongst this scenery. That being said, you've got pannier tanks, and oh, very nice. So I've just seen this bridge, lovely, very nice indeed. Fantastic. That's a genuine river estuary. Oh, I like that. That looks really good. Why can't my route look like that? Why can't Sodor look that good? Doing myself a bit of a disservice there. Bits of Sodor do look that good, but again, it's just a different style of route building. He said, defending his poor work. Judge for yourself. Check the description down below for the Sodor Snippet series. Although some of those videos are already outdated because I've updated scenery and I'm continuing to update scenery constantly. That's neither here nor there. Right, this is Rossie Mouth. Presumably that was the bridge over the Rossie Mouth, the River Rossie, and that being the mouth of it. Yes, small. The village is down there. That's why. Oh, it's a village, hamlet, collection of houses. But yes, so now we're on the final approach to Selgin East. As I was saying before, I got all whimsical about how Sodor isn't as good as this route. I say this locomotive looks right, but actually there is video footage. If you look around, there's video footage of in the 1960s towards the end of 50s and 60s towards the end of steam. GWR pannier tanks. Not many of them, but a few of them made it quite far north. Not a million miles away from this area, in fact, with accompanying auto coaches. So BR obviously decided to just throw caution to the wind and send locomotives anywhere around its system. We're now moving away from the coast, heading inland to Selgin, east and west. I'll be interested to see what Selgin East and Selgin West look like, particularly since it wouldn't let me travel to Selgin West. I think we meet up with another railway, don't we? Yeah, we meet up with another route. A couple of other routes, actually. So it'll be interesting to see. This is a bit of, sorry, again, I'm yawning because it's late. This has nothing to do with the route, I promise you. Developer, if you're watching, this has nothing to do with your work. This route has anything but bored me. It's really nice. It's really nice. It's a good run. It's a very good run. Challenging in all the right ways, but not so challenging I didn't feel like I could drive it. And with LMS stock and ex-Caledonian locomotives, there's something nice. There's something nice about it all. But then there's something nice about Train Simulator in general, I think. Oh, I'm having one of my whimsical moments again. But it's just something very... As I said to a friend of mine on a podcast I did back in June, so for me, at time recording about a week ago, it was released. But for you guys, we're talking a couple of months ago. But I shall link it to you in the notes. His podcast series is called Extra Life, and he did one called Simulate My Life, Please, which is all about simulation. Another route. Cool, blimey. Selgin appears to be quite a big junction. But yeah, we were talking about simulations. Obviously, I brought up Train Simulator and other simulators. Most of which, I think, pretty much all of which I played on the channel, apart from Football Manager. I haven't played that for the channel yet, but I might do that since I've got Football Manager 20. I might do some of the challenges. Let's start to slow ourselves for the final approach to Selgin East, which is less than a mile away now. But I mentioned just how relaxing driving in all simulation was Euro Trucks is relaxing. This is relaxing. Elite Dangerous is relaxing. Football Manager is not relaxing. Depending on what situation your club finds itself in. But yeah, so here we are. This was genuinely a very nice run. Very, very nice. Well-designed route. Selgin is definitely... Is Selgin... I'm asking the developer this specifically. I know the name sounds like it, but I wonder if that's deliberate. Is Selgin based on Elgin at all? Perhaps. Rossymouth, I'm pretty sure, is based on Lossymouth. Or at least inspired by. Yes, here we are at Selgin East and Selgin West. It's just a bit further over there. Iceland Devon. In fact, actually, while I'm approaching, let's have a quick look at Selgin West. Oh, it's literally, yeah, it's just that deal. Selgin West deals with trains going in that way. Selgin East probably deals with trains off the branch. And that's where we're going to finish. Oh, it's a... Ah, yes, it has a bay platform. It's where you keep your partner if you're under the age of 25. Lol. Jokes. It's very late. I'm quite tired. And it's very warm. Give me a break. Yes, there we are. We are stopping at Selgin East Platform. Very nice. Oh, nice use of... That's a house. That's listed under houses in the editor files. A very nice use of it. And that was just a lovely route. That was a lovely, lovely, well done route. So let's get a good shot of the 944 to finish off, because we will eventually disappear. But yes, thank you ever so much for watching. If you are enjoying what you're seeing, please do like and subscribe. Check out the route on the Steam Workshop. I'm pretty sure it is in the description below. If it's not in the Steam Workshop, the route is still in the description below. Check out my other TrainSim stuff. Check out the rest of this playlist, the TrainSim Workshop routes, and also my Sodor snippets, which I've mentioned several times throughout this. Also, there will be TrainSim World stuff coming up, and if you are watching this long after the August release date, check out the rest of the Summer Festival of Steam stuff. So yes, thank you ever so much for watching. I was me, that was the Great North of Scotland route on TrainSim 2020. Thank you ever so much for watching. Goodbye.
Now, continuing our journey onwards, via the power of combustion! Yes! On rails! On actual rails! I don't know. Please don't ask. Onward, steed! Metal steed, iron horse. It's technically a steam train, but never mind.